developer. So the client is given this thing.
So, are you able to see what I all means what I have written just now? Can anybody confirm?
No, sir. Like half of
The
the things got
yeah,
erased, I guess.
it got erased. Okay, that is something which is happening. Anyway, no problem. So I'm just starting with this particular gustar verb. Okay. Back into this. Why is it not working? So we are talking about gustar verb, which is basically used to express uh, about your likings or disliking. Also, when you use no, then it will be disliking. So, like, let us take an example here. The conjugation I have already written here earlier. I'm writing it again. Gusto, gustas, gusta, gustamos, gustáis, and gustan. Okay. I'm starting this with simple sentence. I like, let's say, Spanish. Hmm. So when you have to write the same sentence in Spanish, you do not uh, just literally translate it. I mean, you do not write like this. I'm writing it, but just to explain you, yo gusta español. Actually, this is incorrect. Okay, this is incorrect. Hmm. In Spanish, when you have to say the same thing, I like Spanish, it will be like, it will be written like Spanish is pleasing to me. Okay, this is what basically we will write in Spanish. This is what you say in English, but in Spanish, this is what you will translate. Okay, so when you have to write this thing in Spanish, what happens is the verb gustar, okay, which was conjugated here according to this yo, will not be done in the same way. Okay, so to make it simple, what I want to tell you here is that the verb gustar in Spanish is not conjugated according to the subject, but it is conjugated according to the object. Okay. In general situation, what happens? In a general situation, you have a subject, you have object, and then you have a verb, and then you have an object. So the verb used to change its form according to the subject. Object was not having any interference in the verb form. Okay, but in case of the verb gustar, what happens is this verb is basically conjugated according to the object, not according to the subject. Okay, that is the change which is happening. So please try to understand this very clearly. So let us do that thing. Okay, whatever I just told, that we will conjugate the verb gustar according to the object. So object is Spanish. Spanish is what? It's a noun. Okay, and when we categorize this first person, second person thing, then we put noun in which person category? Third person. And here it is just one language, just Spanish, so it is third person singular. Okay, so that means you conjugate the verb gustar into third person singular, and you will write here gusta, and then you will write here español. Okay, so gusta español. Now there you have the subject I, okay, which is not going to be translated as yo. Okay, this is not going to happen. We are not going to use yo here. It is basically, you can say, an indirect object will be used, a pronoun will be used here, okay, and object pronoun will be used here for I. Okay, and what is that? For that it will be may. Okay, so you have to simply use may here instead of I. So the final sentence will be like this: me gusta español. That's it. Okay, so what has happened? For I, we are going to use this object pronoun, which is me. The verb gustar is not conjugated according to the subject I, but according to the object here, which is a noun, Spanish, and that is also singular. So it is gusta, and then you have the object, which is español. Okay, so this is how we use the verb gustar. I'm just making another example. I'm just giving you another example. Let's say I like, let's say, mango. Okay, so here also the verb gustar will be conjugated according to the object, and the subject I will not be written as I. Okay, so again we will mention here may, and then the verb will be gusta, and then mango is mango in Spanish. I hope all of you are getting. Huh? So the subject was here mango, sorry, the object was here mango, that too in singular, that's why we are using gusta. If I am making a sentence where the object is plural, like for example, I like movies. Okay, so movies is now plural. So first of all, may will be used again because of this I. Okay, the verb gustar, which is there for like, will now be conjugated according to this object movies, and which is again a noun, third person, and now it is plural. Okay, so it has become gustan. Okay, and then movies in Spanish is películas, so it will be las películas. So this is how we do it. So likewise, whenever you are using an object here, noun, you have to conjugate either this gustar into third person singular or third person plural. What if you are changing the object as well as subject both? I mean to say, instead of I, if I'm using some other subject like you, for example, you like apple. So now here object is a same, a noun, so it will be third person singular. It is subject is you, so for you again we will not be using tu. Okay, it will be like object pronoun, which is going to be te. The object pronoun which we will use here will be te, and the verb gustar will be conjugated as third person singular because apple is a noun and singular, so it will be third person singular, and then it will be manzana. Okay, so if you literally translate all these sentences which you have written in Spanish, okay, into English, literally, I mean saying word to word or just to explain you things, then it could be done in the same way like what was done here. Now, Spanish is pleasing to me. Okay, so same way here, mango is pleasing to me. It could be said like this if you literally translate it. Same way, movies are pleasing to me. If you are literally translating it, it will be like this. And then the other example I gave you, you like apple, it can be literally translated Here, te gusta manzana, and it can be literally translated as apples are pleasing to you. Okay, so that structure of using this pleasing is just to explain you. Do not ever write it in English like that. Okay. So same way, what you can again think of is just change this subject. So if it was I, you were using may. If it was you, okay, and then you used just now they. If it is third person, means like if it is he, if it is she, if it is usted, or if it is noun, then the pronoun which we will use will be le. Okay. When it is we, then it will be nos. Okay. When it is you all, it will be os. And when it is ustedes, okay, or they, or nouns, okay, then it will be less. So you can again think of some other example like we like Spanish. Okay, so this topic is also going to be an important part of your quiz too. Okay, so try to understand this very carefully. Okay, because it could be confusing if you're not giving your attention. So for we, as I told, we are going to use nos. Okay, and gustar verb is here, which will be conjugated according to Spanish, which is a noun third person. So it will be nos gusta español. That's it. Huh? You can replace this object with some pronoun also, like a very common expression, okay, which is very frequently used in Spanish. I like you. So here also, if you have to say this in Spanish, you have to follow the same rule which you have seen earlier. So gustar will be conjugated according to this object, which is you, and this is basically third person singular. So the third person singular form of gustar will be gustas. Okay, you will be tu, and here for I will again use me. Okay, so the final sentence will be me gustas tu. Okay, so that is the basic thing which has to be done. Hold on. Oh, sorry, this thing is. So me gustas tu. Hmm? So this is how you can write down. Okay, you can use some other thing also, like for example, um, I like her. If you want to say this, then it will be me gusta ella. Okay, why? Because her is here for third person singular. Okay, subject. So that will be me gusta ella. The confusion comes, okay, the confusion comes when you have third person as a subject. Like for example, he likes Spanish. Okay, so in this one, he likes Spanish. As per the rule, you can simply write it as what I just told. For he, which is basically third person, you can use le, and then it will be gusta español. Okay, if I'm using she likes Spanish, then I will be using same again, le gusta español. If I'm saying uh, John likes Spanish, then again I will be using le gusta español, isn't it? So this is the confusing part actually. When you are just saying le gusta español, then things becomes ambiguous. I mean, it is not clear which this le is which referring to which particular you can say pronoun or a noun. Ah, so to make things clear here, to make things clear, what we do is we basically add something in the beginning. Okay, we add you can say and a little bit of clarification is added in the beginning of the sentence. So for example, this one, he likes Spanish. Okay, we already got le gusta español. To make things clear that this particular le refers to this he, what I will do is I will add a prepositional phrase. Okay, a l. Okay, and then I will write le gusta español. So what was the reason to add this AL? To make it clear that this le is referring to he. Okay. So this addition becomes compulsory when your subjects are third person, either singular or third person plural. Okay. Similarly here, if you see the second one, she likes Spanish, I have to make it clear, so I have to use here a ella. Okay, because this le is referring to she, and then it will be le gusta español. Okay, same way, this next one, the subject is John, so I have to mention that this le is referring to John. So John in Spanish is Juan, so it will be le gusta español. Okay, a Juan le gusta español. So this is what you have to do whenever it is third person. Then something similar will happen if it is third person plural subject. Okay, if I am saying they like Spanish, then here also I have to mention a ellos, or it can be a ellas also, because I have not clarified that this they is male or female, or male group or a female. So a ellos, it will be less. Okay, because I told you earlier le becomes less if it is third person plural, so it will be les gusta español. A ellos les gusta español. So this is how you have to do whenever there is a third person. So this is a compulsory part, adding this a and then the subject whatever it is to make things clear. With the other one also, if you want, you can do that. Okay, like for example, you said me gusta español. So this is fine, there is no any problem in this sentence. It is I like Spanish. You can also write a mí me gusta español. So what is this addition? This is just to give stress. I mean, emphasize that I really like Spanish. Okay, so when you use this in these type of sentences, when the subjects are first person or second person, then it is like giving more emphasis on that part. So like nos gusta español, or if you want to write a nosotros nos gusta español, both are fine. Okay, there is no any grammatical error in both of these. The meaning is slightly changing. When you are using a nosotros nos gusta español, then it becomes more emphasizing. Okay, so you really want to say that yes, we really like Spanish. Okay, but in these cases, when it is third person, it is a necessity, so it is not like you are giving more emphasis, and this is something which cannot be ignored. But in these cases, You can simply say me gusta español, nos gusta español, or te gusta español. Okay, or you can say os gusta español. You all like Spanish. Okay, so here it is not a problem, but in this one this becomes a need. That is what you have to think about it and use it. Is it clear to all of you? Somebody tell me yes, no, not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then just a small thing in this which I have to tell you right now also is that there are other verbs like gustar also. Okay, like gustar. So what was special about gustar? That you conjugated it according to object, not according to the subject. So there are several other verbs like that, but I don't want to go into that. You can know about them in the next semester, next level, when you, if you want to go for the next level. But uh, so far you just understand this gustar verb. Okay, and when you are asked to write about yourself, then you can just use gustar verb also to talk about yourself, what you like and what you do not like. Yeah, I didn't tell you the negative sentence. How do you make a negative feel liking? Like, for example, I do not like, let's say, Spanish. Okay, so as I told you, for do not, okay, for do not or does not, in Spanish we have one word which is no, nothing more than that. So you have to just put no in the beginning and then start your sentence. So no me gusta español. Okay, same way, whatever sentences you have, we have written here over in the top, you just make it negative by adding this no. That's it. Nothing you have to do apart from this, just to make those sentences negative. Okay, so that is about the verb gustar. What is more in this? Yeah,
Sir,
to just out of curiosity, if you want to know something more, there is a famous song, okay, in Spanish, Me Gustas Tú. Okay, you can search it online on YouTube. It is a song by Manu Chao. Okay, so the whole lyrics, okay, the whole lyrics of this song Me Gustas Tú is written by using the verb gustar. And if you will go through the lyrics, then you will be able to just revise the gustar also. Okay, because he has used different subjects, different objects, but the verb is constant, which is gustar. So you'll be able to see how gustar form is changing according to the object, and how what we are using for subjects in different places. Okay, so you can just find out on internet also gustars too. And I think, yeah, this is about gustar. So let us do the exercise part. So let
sir,
us see. Yes.
sir, if we want to write army, so sir, it will be like army no gusta español or no army me gusta español.
Yes, that part I didn't tell you. Yeah, it is army will be used in the beginning, and then you mention no, and then me gusta español. Okay, so in these type of situations, you first mention a me or a ti or a ella, a ellos, and then you put no. Okay. So I have exercises for you all. You can all do this right now. Interesting exercises. Yeah, I'm just sharing it right now. Yeah. So you have to conjugate the verb gustar here also, and I think you can all do this. Just a small addition in this. Please look into this first. Okay, as an object, okay, as an object, if you have, you do means like if you do not have, basically I will start from this. If you do not have any noun or any pronoun, if you have objects, verbs, okay, some activities, okay, then also you have to consider it third person singular. So for example, I like to read. Okay, so you are talking about one activity which is to read. So this will be considered as third person singular always. If you are talking about more activities, okay, so like for example, I like to read and write. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, it is still the same. You will consider all of this as one, and as a subject it will be considered as third person singular. Okay, so n number of activities you can mention, but they will all be considered third person singular, and accordingly you have to conjugate the gustar verb in the third person singular. Okay, so you have exercise also in this like that, so you can do this. All of you, please do it.
So 2 and 3 is same thing.
um, which question you are talking about? Number two?
Yes, sir. They used
I
the and
just
you.
told, no, instead of two you use te here. Te is, uh, I have explained that already, that you do not say the same thing in Spanish like I like movies or I like books. It is like, it is basically pleasing word. Okay, so books are pleasing to me, or books are
No, sir.
pleasing.
I'm talking about like ati. Like you told us atute. They've written atite. I'm talking about the after a.
So that is why you have to use this one. That is an object pronoun which we have to use instead of tu. Okay, you cannot use atute. I didn't say atu anywhere.
I think previously you said. Okay, maybe I remember wrongly.
Can we start the discussion if it is done? Okay, so let us start this one. So question number 1, which is, sorry, yeah. So Anish, can you tell me the answer for the number 1? Read the whole sentence.
A mí me gustan los burritos.
Okay, a mí me gustan los burritos. So this is a food, very famous food of Mexico. So as you can see, it is in plural. It is a noun. Okay, so that is why you have to use third person plural form of gustar. So a mí me gustan los burritos is like I really like burritos. Okay, so a mí was used just to emphasize a little bit more. No? Second one, it's a question. So as we have seen earlier also, that in Spanish, a sentence, a normal statement and same a question, the structure does not change. Okay, and if you change a normal statement into a question, the structure of the sentence remains same, only the in some cases it changes. Okay, so same thing has happened here with number 2 also. It is used as a question, but the structure is same. So let me ask Muskan, can you tell me number 2?
Yes, sir. A ti te gustan las chicas.
So how do you translate this?
Sir,
So you have to yourself add do or does.
okay. So it means, do you like the girls? I
So
guess.
do you like the girls or do you really like the girls? Because here we are using ati in this case also.
Okay.
So that makes a little bit little bit of emphasis on that part. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Let us see number 3. Uh, Fine, I think that is also difficult. Arnold, can you tell me the number as answer for 3? Number 3. Arnold,
Yes, sir. One second, sir.
number 3.
Yes, sir. Ella no le gustan los tacos.
No le gustan los tacos. So this is a negative sentence. So how will you say this? What is the meaning of this?
He does not like tacos.
She does not like tacos. That's it. Okay. She. It will be she. Okay, because it
Yeah,
is
sorry,
I
sir. Yeah, she.
written here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, it is now again there is a slight change. So number 4, Jaskaran Singh, can you tell me the answer? Number 4.
Nosotros nos gusta México.
Nos gusta Mexico. Mexico. Mexico is in English. It will be Mexico. So it is like we like Mexico. Okay. Or we really like Mexico. When you are putting this on nosotros, it gives a little bit of emphasis on that part. Thank you. Number 5, it's again a question. Structure is same like a normal statement. Okay. So ask next one. Piyush, can you tell me? Number 5.
Yes, sir. ¿Ustedes les gustan los restaurantes buenos?
Very good. Now here please, when you say A is there, okay, we are using the letter A, but the pronunciation is A. Okay, so please just mind it. It is A ustedes, A nosotros, A ella, A ti, like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Number 6. Uh, so let me ask this one with yeah, Manan, can you tell me? Manan Agarwal. Number 6. Manan. Shreya Reddy, can you try this one? Number 6.
Yes, sir. A Miguel no le gusta comer solo.
What could be the meaning of this?
Miguel doesn't like
Mhm.
to eat
Mhm.
solo alone, sir.
Exactly. So Miguel does not like to eat alone. Solo is alone. Okay, good. Number 7, let us see here. Quite easy. Uh, Again, you have to use the GUSTAR verb. So let me ask. Can Vanshika, can you tell me?
Yes, sir. A Alvarez no le gustan las habitaciones.
Habitaciones. H will be silent. Okay. So a Alvarez no le gustan las habitaciones. So what could be the meaning of this one also? Tell me quickly.
Alvarez does not like the rooms.
Exactly. And again, similar question, number 8, Alvarez. Now, this is in a positive sentence, okay, affirmative sentence. So, Alvarez le gusta la habitación. Okay, here now it is singular, so it has to be gusta. Number 9, let us come to number 9. Let me ask. Ishan, can you tell me? Number 9.
Yes, sir. A ti te gusta el desayuno.
A ti te gusta el desayuno. And what will be number 10?
Do you like the breakfast?
No, that is fine. Number 10, what will be that one?
Oh,
Number
sorry.
10 also, tell me.
A mí no me gusta el desayuno.
Very good. So not very different. Both of them are mostly same. The subject is changing, and a negation and an affirmative sentence. So that is how we are doing. So you can think about yourself also, what you like, what you do not like, and then you can write about yourself. Okay? So let's keep it till here. Okay, and let me just share the form for the attendance. Yeah, so I've shared the form, fill it up. Okay, I will close it in some time. If anybody has any question, then please ask me now. Otherwise, we can just finish the class today.